You know.
Every time for you still get to know what actually is going on.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Currently,
we've talked by see and the Ankasa power. Yeah. Pictures be as you talking and pictures be.
Well, I'm trying to follow my passion, and my passion, in two big areas, which is agriculture. The agriculture that you say me, and me penyumpa so music. These are my two passions. So I say, if I'm going to do something that I own and will manage it will be something that I enjoy doing all year round. So these are the two areas that I am focusing on. Now, agriculture gives you food. Music gives you music and entertainment. So in between, there's a lot that comes between agriculture and food. Because you have to go sit somewhere cozy, repeatable, and so we move away from home for extensive time. As a so-called baby restaurant and baby, and when you're so that is where my food and agriculture concept comes to stay. So my agriculture home business, I want to incorporate the specific spot now is between the agriculture and the music, And so what I've been doing is I have been in agriculture producing fish, both catfish and tilapia. A site in the eastern region where I have 18 ponds, Madeira fish, and I've tried to standardize it with all the recommendations from the aquaculture. Yeah, thanks. This is a video of fish when we had a little issue. In fact, this is not one of my best videos because this video was time saute fish be out na ebi wuye into me a clear my free pond in him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, if you want to go back to the first picture, if you want to go back to the very first, yes, no.
The next one.
No, it is the picture, the drawing with the layout,
Oh, okay.
Yes, this one.
Wait.
This one. Yes, this one. So this is my site in the eastern region, and this is like the first idea I had with Toa Assassin for what I wanted to do there. And to know my phasing it out in phases, which means that there was something to do immediately, something to do in between, and something to do later on. But as time went on, my sister, the scope and the plan, there's another picture which has the red markings, it's like this. Yes, okay. Yeah, they'll show, yes. Okay, so if you compare this to the previous one, there has been some modifications. If you can go back to the original plan, and then let me drive the discussion there. So as I said, my passion is music and agriculture. So my business plan and scope when it's centered between music and agriculture and anything in between. In Tijano, I spaced out what I want to do. And I know a lot of people say, oh, see, your guest houses, because the area has educational institutions. The guest houses, and I'm okay, if everybody builds a guest house, where will the students go and eat or hang out or do all those things? So, in line with my passion, I wanted to have a multifaceted business approach. Your core business school, we were taught one very important thing, say, you are never going to be successful as a business person if you only have one product or service. Never. That with one business. sometimes the business be boom, sometimes it will go down. One year I'll be due capital and then come back to square one. So we were actually given that ingredient when they say at least attempt multiple businesses. But and you easy sir. Capital for one business, but that should be your guiding principle. Say you will try and have multiple streams of income. International plan way now. Even the phase one, no, I segmented that into several things I want to do. So my resources went into building a plaza, a multi-purpose plaza. And that space, for the plaza, includes 10 shops, lounges, a pub, a car wash, and a first aid center. So that has been one of the key things I have been working on in the last couple of years. It will be to me, I'll show the video of the building, as it looks now. Yeah, this is the building. I say near to me, I plaster and all that. So this is the multi-purpose plaza. It would actually pan to the front of the building, and the first two floors, are earmarked for shops. The structure now was two buildings combined into one. And as we saw in the scope, there will be shops on the first two floors with a restaurant and the first aid center. The third floor, those little holes, are the lounges, 8 lounges on that floor. So I would be able to have people sleep over either for a weekend or over a year, or you're traveling, you need a place you can sleep over. So it's like a hotel lounge. And you have a restaurant for food, and there will be shops for other things that we will be talking about later on, and a first aid center just in case we hear paracetamol and now here ointment to be the chuchuku to jar. So that's the concept. So this is like Obibeka said, a rest stop or a place where you can come and temporarily have some basic life amenities, baby abedaso or car wash or that kind of thing. So I would have little bit of revenue, God willing, hopefully coming from these small entities in a day. My business plan and scope was that you never go hungry, you never ask anybody for anything. And that's the plan.
Now, if I'm fishing, I can see no more.
Okay, so go back to the original, blue scoop,
wait,
channel.
This one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, share now. When we say mature catfish business operation space.
Oh, okay. Here, okay.
That time, I started catfish on a very low key. Also 3 square work space, those were tarpaulin ponds.
These ones? Blue ones?
Yeah, blue ones, those were tarpaulin ponds. Well, actually, me taking this drone footage, not me started cry. Now I started the tarpaulin ponds not this year, but now I should be empty. Yeah, so that was the earmark. Now, call the other scale photograph now. Red line.
This one.
Okay, yes. Now we have actually moved from the small blue tarpaulin ponds into earthen ponds. Into that space now because earmark for the catfish,
Mm-hmm.
I know dig out the earthen ponds, So we did the catfish with the tarpaulin ponds, in the first cycle. And you say it will serve a better purpose and a much more beneficial output to say or return on investment. Say you better get the ponds. So I'll show a picture now. There's a stream right by the land. So there is I think it's a stream, but a fast as in the So it made it very, very.
Where a pond now?
Where a pond in Ankasa? When you stream, this is the video of the pond in Ankasa.
Okay.
Yes, video of the pond in Ankasa. We have a 110 feet by 70 feet pond. Kesia Bako. And I
a fish thing.
Well, aquaculture for fisheries department for recommend this over 50 feet by 30 feet. You should be able to carry 6,000 fish. Now 6,000, there's a caveat, say, depending on the size I open. If you beat me at 10,000 fish, a bit to me aquasa pond. So that big one can take 10,000 fish.
Wow.
But I don't say fish, so no, they can grow out of size depending on the food. Until as I say, as a fish farmer now regulate.
It is a project. If I say fish in the part in the it's done.
Oh yes. Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, you go through catfish and tilapia. Yeah, yet cycles of each. The big pond, yeah, mostly tilapia because tilapia more easily. The one for hormones and shoma, they actually breed very fast. And the other pond, is predominantly catfish. In fact, the other two ponds.
The big one, the one in the twin one for a tilapia,
Tilapia, yes. Okay. Now, the little dynamics with the fish, they say catfish are cannibals and tilapia are cannibals. Catfish will eat their kind when they can. It is all the catfish within the day. But tilapia don't do that. It's exactly into the also the catfish in Kuala and tilapia I can see and penny a good pond they survive because in Kuala so when the sizes grow now they can cohabit. But there is a trick because catfish any scale and a tilapia will scale. So almost a little difference in terms of how I would develop. There's a little trick. Unless you are in the business, you have to figure out that trick to be able to feed both the catfish and the tilapia. Now, almost mix it up, almost physical features, because tilapia there were scales on the cheek. Into normal is formulated to help them grow the scales, and grow it well. But catfish, so there's a trick there. So once you get into the business, you actually would have to know that trick to be able to feed them in the same pond. They survive.
So project now one compound. One site.
Yes.
Wow.
In the eastern region.
Let me now be about so the man for chance to come in and
yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean my build the infrastructure, as you see the ponds, all the ponds are piped. They're piped ponds. And just also most people know 2 ponds and are not the fish wants to make a business. And no, say baby, I want only source of water. You see, no pond in him. na say we abo so ebere o di big gumu kra e become oboni friend sedimented, you know. If fish na ho omo feces omo duane ne be mix nsuo no be hwe na nsuo na very turbid. Say but it's a fish into mean grow here. So you have to need to pipe your pond. So the piping means that ubenya pipe didn't you begum your friend inlet or inflow pipes. And a pipe since you need to a certain level and no other firm will be senior or sometimes no be 2 pond nothing you talk a pa pond to me none the fish na woman cry Johnny. Exactly. You know? So you have to have an outflow as a you level beer a better more pay. It is a firm pay continuously. You can actually keep your fish. Even torrential rain crown, the fish will be intact. Into the pipe, the ponds now holding your pipe, the inflow, the outflow, and the overflow. And now you have pumps so. The pumping so good ponds, just in case they here. You were both, the 3 types. You were gasoline pumps, and a pump, you motor gasoline go no their pump petrol gum, and there were electrical pumps so. They connect with electricity, and there were solar pump. I know the area, so we mount that, and it pumps water day and night. But of course, if you're going to do any of these, making sure you have provided a lot of security around the infrastructure, because solar pump is expensive, which will be too aqua, you know. So we have the pumps, we have the pipes in the ponds, your net, and everything that you need to be able to do the fish cycle. No? What we are hoping is people will pond, not so need the infrastructure as you see, not so person who involve yourself with the business. You can come, I'm going to you about how you can contact me. We will come to some arrangement where you only invest in the fish, and the feed, I provide the pump, the water, the pumps, the netting, the scale, everything you need to be able to grow that fish from the infancy to maturity of the ton. So
who provided? What do you mean? Who provided
the infrastructure?
Maybe the fish abigum.
But tough fish,
Abigum.
No more feed. The cycle is 6 months.
And the feed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So the agreement will be that I have the place, I have the pond, I have all that it takes, I have the people. Because other fish in the guma says will be eco feed the fish every day.
When I be providing crofone so I'll mobile share the fish. What about me? I'm so many crofone me bar.
Well, so near your space, so don't crop over bar. I have an better how they're gonna work.
And yes,
well, so the crofone who also human nature. Obi wo ho ye adwuma no buy I say me na matter me fish ni me feed into me na metna half share. Fine, it depends because who be use omo wo ho no so omo pump na dey pump you right? Who be use omo net na dey sort the fish out because every 10 days be out there's a way fish na share omo side.
Definitely, you need workers out.
You need people with that skill. Crofone omo ba no omo nim sa adwuma ni ya na omo ba so omo di omo niema na eba na omo be su ye niema na e ho. You know, these are things that is why me feel say must simplify and such that the agreement or the deal will be such that I'll provide everything besides the fish and the feed.
Okay.
And then we grow, harvest and have an agreed percentage between us and whoever wants to invest.
So
me feel say who need pond, and I say who need space, and you want to have something generating some money for you. This is something worth considering, review, and look into. Every 6 months, you invest money, you get something because of ton fish now. The potential is exponential. You bring your BBA frame.
Let me ask a question. Okay, what about talking? It looks as if we're experienced right now. more. I'm also back for consultation. This I am so yeah.
Well, I haven't actually started that. Obia my so share me way and now make way information, but that is something I worth considering or looking into. Where maybe invariably, there will be some rolled out service where it will be fish or fish farming consultancy. That's the sky is the limit, but I haven't started that yet. Okay. Because I consider myself as I'm a work in progress. There's a lot of learning that has gone on and a lot more that is needed. I'm still educating myself. The Eastern Regional Director of Fisheries, Mr. Osei, has been very helpful and instrumental. A lot of guidance on how to go about things. So, but at the point, of course, I will know more than somebody. So, yes, the little I know, if anybody wants consultation on how to go about things, I think I will gladly and readily help out. Of course, if you're in the business, we want to grow together.
So looking at when everyone says to say your pond, if you want to lease, I'll be betting me lease. What about the main building? Because I'm saying there are so many things on there.
Building, I feel the plaster. The last time I made the catcher on the granite and plaster, so we are working on it. But we have earmarked a space for one business. I am throwing it out there, which is the car wash. The site is by the highway, and the car wash is something that your car wash, but my focus was on my passion, which is the agriculture. The good thing is that the car wash, every tool, accessory, equipment, to even include towels, detergents, and then vacuum, waxing, creams, I haven't had the opportunity because my focus is on my fish. The space is there, right by the building.
We can talk about it then. Maybe
you can come and we'll talk about the car wash. I would lend you everything I have purchased, quantify that into, into money. Two things can happen. You can manage it as your own business. We strike a deal and you pay, an allotted amount of money, if it is every month or every 2 weeks. Or we can strike a deal where you would manage an account daily, so we split the profit.
All right, and they say amount for free.
Exactly. So the car wash business is there. I haven't actually even decided when I will start operating because my biggest issue is the headache. Already, I'm engrossed with the catfish, because I'm in the car wash, I want somebody who, one, has the experience and the passion to do that. You don't have to worry about the pumps. You don't have to worry about the bucket, the mop, everything.
All right.
Is in stock. Yeah.
I'm saying, there are different ideas about different things you want to do. I'm up for more business near the number of friends. Back with the MC, me match back.
Yeah. I got there's something we know come too. The other one is going to consider.
Because then they're interested, Max. If I say Max number 954-536-0634. Business ideas will be near the try to also bring people in. A good idea. We will be a paid so in business near there. Friend and between. Wow. Was a mission way the first time I was starting say we are. Me share no difference no.
Yeah.
Especially the catfish and
Yeah.
friends in the pond.
Mhm.
Anyway, then other catch it. Said any cano.
Yeah.
You had the penny say a month for dinner. Yeah. A month with me, I should be a spank or form with me. I be now they also cry wow, bit me a blank for. It's a consultation. No, the remember if you cry, viewers, you know, almost oh yeah, didn't come and they will call you to ask you, say, maybe can you teach me? Can you show me this? Hey, Tiana, almost free. I know in free among.
Well, that's good. I mean, my main goal is that collectively we'll all be able to have our dreams come true and achieve.
Yeah, I know. So we one of the Biao say
yes. I mean, we individually try to do things, you know, by ourselves. That you struggle, and Obia Shedding Yonko, Obia is trying to prove to the other say, oh yeah, by invariably, you know, we are struggling. I think
Plaza Biwa. Church is very 5 no.
A big church. It's cathedral. You know, Obia person banner be in there. Piecemeal.
Who's that? 24/7 cry.
Yeah. There are several businesses as a more combining, leverage the marketing potential. No, I make much more. But be a person in Kakaraka. Also, there's so much.
I did with the BTI adding.
Yeah.
Boom. You know, recently now, I am Kwan, try say.
Yeah, Kwan. Yeah, first say, will be a person. You 2 years once you say, open idea. You don't come talk to me. I'll discuss and share my opinion about it. It doesn't mean say the right thing. At least, from my perspective, if you think about it this way, look at it from this angle. Sometimes, you know, solution to a problem, you know, is something we can say, na so you say and that boom, that solves all your problems.
Yeah.
You know, we are open. We've been in this for long, man. You know, despite the IT teaching in the business has always been my background goal or deal because you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a pilot. At the end of the day, what's the bottom line? You know. So if you can make the money, exactly, that's the point. If you can make the money in any way, so far as they're legitimate, legal, and it's respectable business, why not? You know, and a lot of people are into almost careers, which is fine. I'm not discounting anybody's careers, but it wouldn't hurt. Hey, Ubenya side business via amounts and residual income. It's always nice if you can afford it. Now there's a group out there of person sorry can imagine pay or new be near some that for the rest of their life or more. I mean, we respect that. But for the large part of us in India, we want to do and not just do something, we want to help people around us to be able to also, achieve their goals in Kakakaka. But if we are all able to get something going, I think that will be a beautiful thing. We want to help as many people as we have thrown the ideas out. Maybe they are making a catfish. I'm looking to other things. Even in that area, if you want to, come, let's work together and build this into a big thing. Why not? Because even if I'm able to build a very huge enterprise alone, a big headache for me to manage it on a day-to-day basis. You need people.
Build a nasi na kama yusu ana.
Build a nasi na not what's a pub. Talking about the pub, may work the umbrellas, the chairs, and everything for the pubs to see our Ghana.
Okay.
I have one of the businesses I have is a DJ business. I didn't send you the flyer.
Yeah. Your time, no. It's with 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I can be betrayed. Yeah, I say be Ghana soa.
Exactly.
Especially try to ever have to be 30 seconds.
Exactly. You are my Mr. Let's try and endeavor to find something that we are proud of going on in Ghana. Odi so drew honor so when you cry now you be proud so wait me aye bibia. Even if it is one person crying now, you better their lives is worth it. Who also organ so bano. Can who say yes, abriche, but oba as a sunya dream sacra say. And you may be our organ on a daily basis, no may who try when America will put you in your place and you conform. Then but when your opportunity to not so bad, but men will reinfuse it. That's the most important thing. Say we are there you know banner say on start the can be try and do something there that at least it will connect you to the people at Ujam Mobile. So that's the little I have to say. And the last thing is that Yanka and Homum, oh, Hana Uyibina Software say, Ubitimia join forces with one or two and make it better. Why not? It's all very, very important.
That's Max. That's it.
Yes,
yeah. Max number no. Person get in touch. Person usia tilapia. Person uye business.
There are about 8 to 10 businesses.
I feel like a person Medina come near pub.
Oh, it's still on course. We'll talk about that.
We should waste and share time.
Now, for the other way quickly, for the other way to her, the one with the red, you know. The red with the red, you know. Quickly.
The red, you know.
Yeah, the one with the red marking, you know. Quickly. What's red marking? I wear a diner now. What was that? Me were restaurant, we were kitchen, butchery, bakery, you know, at the top.
Oh yeah, at the top. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. And in the big area, I know I have indoor event center.
Okay.
I have outdoor event center.
Okay.
You know, all these are plans that I work on, of course, one thing at a time. But if you have the desire to have any business within this scope, yeah, Malesti, you know, there are some other businesses are main listed. I need picture you so I am actually developing. Maybe to say moanyeng, goats and sheep, cayenne pepper or pepper varieties, jalapeno or pepper cultivation. All these are business are mature home plants near there. May develop, you know. Ginger and the rest, you know. So there is just a snippet of what, you know, the plan is. And you know, if you have interest to develop any of these and you want us to work together, I believe in we create, we share, and we all enjoy. I don't want to be the big guy with all these businesses running for me. No, I don't want to be that. I want us to do that and so anybody who has the goal, the desire, the heart, and plan to do something, let's talk.
Yeah. Max. Max, no. You know, I say on one person be
yeah.
Wow,
it's not the best.
Different ideas near day.
It's not the best.
Let's get in touch once again. The number 954-536-0634. Get in touch. In between idea so between also between actual. Like, share, and subscribe. And that topic was Enterprise Spotlight, where ideas meet possibility. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Again, subscribe to the Patrick Bear YouTube channel. The amount 4 year every Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Ghana time. Salute.